Hello, and welcome back. Today we have Post-Platinum Review number 3, The Callisto Protocol, Final Transmission. Released in June 2023, 7 months after the original campaign, Final Transmission is story-based DLC that represents a single, large-scale chapter. Picking up where the initial story ended, Final Transmission has its own set of unique trophies to earn. After a brief recap of the previous events, the chapter begins with Jacob waking up to a message from Dr. Mahler, urging him to reach her in the lab.
Jacob!
What? Where the fuck am I?
It doesn't matter. Just get moving. My lab's up ahead. I'll explain there.
Of course, mutated beasts stand between him and the lab, and must be taken out. Luckily, the DLC is essentially just an extra chapter, so all weapons and upgrades carry over.
Don't just stand there.
After fighting, puzzle solving, and getting wrecked in new and horrific ways, Jacob reaches the lab, but he can't get a grip on reality, as things aren't making any sense.
Jacob, you made it. We have to hurry. There's still a chance.
For what? None of this makes any sense.
It's just your mind playing tricks. You've been through a terrible trauma.
And what about you? There's no escape for me? What changed?
You did. I saw what you were willing to do. I regret what I've done, but we have to keep fighting. We have to finish this. Now listen, there's an escape ship waiting for us. Get to the loading bay and I'll meet you there.
Yeah, and then what? Why don't we just fly out of here?
With the most important cargo of all.
Mahler explains that an escape ship is waiting for them at the loading bay, but he must gather files along the way to fully expose the dark secrets involving Warden Cole and Black Iron Prison. These data drives are a new collectible, similar to the audio logs, and all must be found for a trophy, with 8 in total hidden throughout the chapter.
The data contained herein is my confession of my involvement with what transpired at Black Iron. The history of Callipolis and the madness of Duncan Cole. What happened here can never be allowed to spread. The consequences would be no less than apocalyptic.
Elias.
While he travels, Jacob is haunted by strange visions and twisted memories as he tries to steady his mind to stop it from playing tricks on him.
Wait. What?
What? You worried you're helping a murderer escape?
Found within the wrecked corridors are highly dangerous biobots. These fearsome robots are indestructible and will destroy Jacob if not stealthy in your movement. The Biobots are not the only new danger, as deadly traps discourage escape and can cut Jacob down within the ventilation system.
As disposable, a means to an end. I swore I'd never do that. Until I did. The desire to prove him wrong blinded me to the consequences of my own actions. What have I done? Jacob! What's wrong?
It's okay. I'm okay.
Can you tell where you are?
I can see the shoe. Or what's left of it.
That means you're closer to the loading bay. Be very careful. The path ahead is dangerously unstable. Be prepared for anything.
He is able to avoid death, but crashes through the floor and ends up by the shoe. However, the environment is unstable and dangerous. Deadly creatures and hazardous pitfalls lie around every corner, but Jacob pushes through.
Something about this place feels familiar.
At times, things feel familiar, but not quite right. Data drives will begin to piece things together, as Black Iron Prison still hides mysterious secrets yet to be uncovered.
Even after all Cole's promises, after so much time, Callisto was no closer to understanding the biophage. In my pride, I thought I'd be the one to unlock its secrets. But I failed. In so many ways. My hypothesis is that the biophage is more than just a pathogen. Rather, a sentient intelligence that has existed for perhaps longer than our universe itself. Quite literally, the ultimate survivor.
Where am I? What's happening? Danny, Elias, Max, and all of you. Right there. First, how did it doesn't make any sense.
Escape. From this prison. From yourself. Neither is possible.
The long hallways and dark corridors are a maze of confusion, as Jacob walks in circles, experiencing the same memories over and over again, followed by more hallucinations.
This isn't about escape, Jacob! Not anymore!
That's not real. There's nothing there.
Fortunately, communication with Mahler is restored, and Jacob refocuses on reaching the loading bay.
I lost your signal for a moment, but it appears you fought through.
Some strange shit happened back there.
This area is fraught with instability, both physical and mental. Be on your guard, and keep fighting.
With Mahler's guidance, he moves forward, but encounters a biobot with no option of escape. Forced to fight, he slowly wears it down and emerges victorious, learning that these formidable foes are both mechanical and biological. They originally began as security units, but are now something else, as more remains to be revealed, with Mahler seeming to know more than she is letting on. From here, Jacob battles through countless enemies, collects data drives, and solves new security lock puzzles.
To advance the program would require the perfect host. While Cole pursued his alpha, I took a different path. A man-machine hybrid infused with the biophage pathogen. At the time, I told myself I was doing this for the common good. But the truth, I couldn't bear to have Cole beat me to the punch, to take credit for my work.
A trophy can be earned if you can override the tricky lock within 7 seconds. Finally, after a long and difficult journey, Jacob reaches Mahler's Special Projects Lab, and within, he learns of her dark past.
What the hell were you trying to do here?
Something for which there can be no forgiveness.
Oh my God.
Before you is my greatest sin. For even though Cole and I took different paths, we each had the same goal in mind. Like you, I realize the mistakes I have made. Ironically, this particular mistake may just be our last hope. Jacob? Jacob, what's happening?
I'm fine. Fucked up with Dawn, though.
It turns out that Mahler is responsible for the biobots, as they were an experiment gone wrong. One still remains, and proceeds to destroy Jacob's baton, leaving him without a melee weapon. Now vulnerable, Jacob must search for a replacement, sneaking past biobots to eventually find a suitable upgrade. Equipped with a new Halo-esque grav hammer, Jacob can smash and slam his way through the biobots. In addition, the hammer can break specially marked crates to uncover secrets and new paths forward. On the factory floor, breaking all crates before proceeding will reward a trophy. Despite having a new powerful weapon, the Biobots still present Jacob with a real challenge, as they stand between him and escape.
There's still a chance. I have to get the truth out there. To stop Cole before it's too late. I just need to keep the link alive long enough to complete the transmission. There's not much time. May God have mercy on my soul.
After disposing of the numerous Biobots, Jacob finally reaches Dr. Mahler.
Jacob!
What are you doing here?
The ship's close. We just have to reach the loading bay.
Watch out! Oh my God! I don't understand. Why wasn't she on the ship? That doesn't make any sense.
With Mahler gone, Jacob must push on alone as he heads deeper within the prison.
Choice. Every choice in your life has led you here. To this place. This moment.
Right.
Can't keep running from what's right.
This isn't about escape, Jacob. Not anymore.
Soon everything will become clear.
This was our fault.
We can pay for what he's done.
You made the wrong choice. Now how are you gonna make it right?
The approaches. Survival.
I played my part in all this as well. There's no escape for me.
Blackheart is where I belong.
Eventually, he reaches Mahler's body, but she has mutated into a terrible beast as Jacob prepares for the final boss fight of the game.
What the hell?
With several different attacks, both at close range and at a distance, Mahler has a massive difficulty spike from the tough biobots. Jacob's melee attacks must be carefully timed while dodging and countering appropriately. Keeping a distance and shooting from cover must also be utilized at precise moments to maximize damage while avoiding getting struck down. After an intense battle, Jacob sends the Mahler mutation into the fiery abyss, but despite this, he can strangely still hear her voice.
We have to hurry, Jacob. There's still a chance.
Nothing makes any sense, but it will all begin to shortly.
Listen.
Jacob, are you with me?
Almost there.
Final report, Dr. Caitlin Mahler. I found him in the Warden's Tower and dragged him here. His link to Danny's core still active. I used this connection to upload the full details of the experiment. Whether it will be received, I can't say. But it was our only hope to get the truth out there. To turn his sacrifice into opportunity.
Data transfer complete.
Finally.
It turns out that all of the events of the DLC were a dying dream, as Jacob was gravely injured when helping Danny escape. Similar to source code, he is clinging to life, as Dr. Mahler utilizes the connection between him and Danny to transmit the final information needed to take down Cole. Once this final transmission completes, Jacob succumbs to his injuries and his journey ends. Overall, the Final Transmission DLC was a nice way to bring Jacob's story to a sad, yet satisfying end. His mind was still filled with guilt and regret over his decisions, but now, Cole will be taken down for sure. The original story left things open for more, but this final chapter gave a definitive ending and completes Jacob's redemption. The gameplay was more or less the same, as the DLC was basically just an extra chapter that probably should have just been part of the game when it was released. It was great that all purchases and credits carried over, so an emphasis could be placed on purchasing ammo to be fully prepared for the countless enemy encounters. While the DLC didn't add a lot of new features, the enemies and hammer were a nice addition that added unique gameplay experiences. The hallucinations and endless cycling through memories were an awesome view into Jacob's lost and confused mind. The data logs allowed the player to slowly figure out the mysteries of Dr. Mahler and what truly happened to Jacob. If you are a fan of the original game, then I recommend this DLC, as it builds upon the original story in a short but action-packed experience that provides a decisive conclusion to Jacob's journey. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Post-Platinum Review number 4.